So it's been a while since I made a video on the F1 games. I have really enjoyed what this F1 game has produced, from multiplayer to Breaking Point to career mode to the F1 movie stuff to the decal editor, all the small little changes, and it's been great. Starting with career mode is really fun now. I think you can enjoy it to a much better degree. I think the main thing is the AI. They have made it they made it so difficult to like last game. They made it pretty boring. It's very just the same every race, and they're in trains and blah blah blah. It just wasn't fun. They were also quite buggy. This game they have really improved, and if the actual core features of the game, which is the AI, the driving, the handling, or the handling, are good, then you have a stable game to push things like my team and the new driver career mode that they released last year. So I'm pretty happy with career mode and where it is now. It can evolve. But we've got to hope that next year's game isn't basically. I think my team is a really good step in the right direction. It's so much better for the single player base. It allows you to do so much more. You can have your own storyline. You can build cars that actually look like real life cars. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've kind of bored out on it now, but it was fun initially, and I think there's lots of single player players who will really enjoy it. And it also makes decal editing so much better. I wish it was more of a livery editor, but we're not going to get there, I don't think, with FOM. And this is, yeah, it's a good stable step in the right direction. Breaking Point is something that I do enjoy. I think the AI are too easy, and I did enjoy the story, but it is very quick, and I don't know, maybe they should. I don't know if I enjoy Breaking Point. I wish they put more resources to multiplayer, but we'll get into that in a minute. But I think generally Breaking Point was fun. It's a good way of getting new players into it, just showing them the ropes, giving them a storyline. It's fun. It was a good piece of fun, just like the F1 movie stuff. It's kind of similar to that. It's fun because you can take the Breaking Point car and the F1 movie car and you can put them into my team. So that also, they all link in quite nicely. But I haven't played all the scenarios of F1 movie, but I would say it's pretty fun so far. And once again, the AI are too slow, but what can you do? This is where the F1 games are at this point in time. Now moving on to basically F1 World and multiplayer. I think now that I've moved to Xbox, which I have, I've moved to Canada, so I've had to move away from PC and I'm now on Xbox again. But my main thing with multiplayer is that it is better than it used to be. It's not laggy. I think league racing is more fun. Finally, the league racing community is not struggling as much as it was last game because no one wanted to play the game. But I think with this new game, there has been a better influx of players, so we have been able to see more drivers and see more players actually in the league racing again, which is great to see. It was so good back in 2021 and 2020, and we're finally seeing it come back up again, and it really has been struggling for a few years now, so it's nice to see. Multiplayer in general is okay. I mean, it's what it is. It really has not changed in the last few years. I think it's gotten a bit more stable, but it depends who's hosting the lobby, right? It's not about the servers really. There are definitely still lots of bugs around, but I think if you look at last year's game, the bugs aren't near enough that as bad as they were now. So I think is a good improvement. Ranked is probably the worst part of multiplayer. It doesn't work. It's not a very good system for ranked. I think they should just change it to something that everyone can play consistently, and it just continuously upgrades your rank. Something like what they have in iRacing. That would just be amazing. People would always be playing it, and it would be a genuine thing that helps you understand where you are in the pecking order of the Formula One games. Instead of it just being time trial all the time or something like that. Time trial is, I think, from what we've seen, is slower than qualifying laps now, which is weird because considering last year it was generally faster than the quali laps, so everyone went and did quali laps all the time. Quali laps are now faster than time trial times, so it's a weird dynamic. I think time trial's still okay to use. I'm not a big fan of using time trial as an indicator of where you are because I don't think it shows true pace. Like, I prefer just doing a race trim and then matching the time, and that's a good way of kind of understanding where your pace is. But if we could see time trial kind of take a better step in the right direction and it be more in line with the real cars, that's all I care about. If everything is just in line with the real cars, then that's perfect for me. I think that's the best way of going forward. Generally, if you look at the game in a kind of ideal terms, I think it's done a good job of fixing itself in 24. And it just needs to consistently every year pump out a good game and improve on the last game to a consistent level, and it will do well. I just don't understand why we've struggled for so many years under EA. It's just not been good, and this is the first time where I really feel we've taken a really good, nice step. I mean, you could say with 23, there was a nice step there from 22, but it shouldn't go 22 bad, 23 okay, 24 awful, 25 better. You know, it should just be consistently better. By now we should be a lot better than this. And 24 was really one of the worst experiences. Like, it was good. I think I still enjoyed playing it because I'm just loyal to the F1 games, but it just pushed people away in the early days and it didn't help. And we had a good launch in 25, so I'm happy with that. I think the menus are a lot better, there's less bugs, AI are better, my team's better, driver career is better. Driver career hasn't really changed. F1 World, just get rid of it, just keep Grand Prix mode and work on Grand Prix mode and time trial and multiplayer, and everyone will be happy. I don't mind your custom decal editor, that's really nice, I think it's a really good addition. But I do wish we could add a bit more customization on the multiplayer side. I've already talked about this. It's just multiplayer. It needs to become a focus in the coming games because it is forgotten about too much considering it's so big in the community at this point. League racing is so important for the game, so I don't really understand why we put it to the side. It's important we take note of what the community wants, and multiplayer is a thing that people want to work, and there just could be so much more with it, and I think, yeah, one day maybe we'll see something that is so much better than it is now, but that's how I'm going to leave it. It was a bit of a rambly video, but I haven't talked to you guys in a while, so I'm happy to be talking again. I'm going to try and get back into things a bit more. I have been streaming for the last couple of months, on the odd, but it's not very consistent and it's not very professional, so I'm going to keep trying. I'll see what I can do. I'm trying my best. I'm a bit busy, but I hope everyone's doing well. I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to be trying to get back into things. I think F1 25 is going to be an amazing game. Thank you for watching.